Hi everyone, welcome to iTuitions. In this session, we will look at Venn diagrams. I'll go over the notations of Venn diagrams and then we will look at some GCSE level questions. Before you start, you must be able to calculate the probabilities of independent events. A Venn diagram is an illustration used to show grouped data. The diagram shows the relationship between two or more sets of items. The set that includes everything is called the universal set. This is what a typical Venn diagram looks like. It's a rectangle with two overlapping circles inside it. Let's do an example together which will help you understand Venn diagrams better. I'll start by doing a basic one and then we will have a look at some GCSE questions. We need to show the following information on a Venn diagram. This symbol over here represents the universal set, which means everything that should be in the rectangle, and in this example it's numbers 1 to 20. These curly brackets tell us they are sets. The numbers inside these are called elements. Set A has even numbers and set B has factors of 20. But the universal set tells us we are only looking at numbers between 1 and 20. So the even numbers and factors in both sets will only be between 1 and 20. Whenever you get a description for a set, write beneath it what it is so you don't miss anything out. Here are the even numbers and these are the factors of 20. And we've got all the numbers from 1 to 20 for the universal set. Let's start with the middle section of the overlapping circles, which is this section over here. In this section, we would have anything that is in set A and in set B. So it would be even numbers, which are also factors of 20. Let's have a look at both sets. 2, 4, 10 and 20 also appear in set B. And these are the numbers that will go in the intersection of A and B. Let's put these in. In this section over here, we would have anything that is in set A but not in set B, which are these numbers over here. Let's put these in. 6, 8, 12, 14, 16 and 18. And in this section over here, we would have anything that's in B but not in A. So that would be 1 and 5. On the outside of these circles, you'd have any numbers that are in the universal set but not in set A and set B. So let's have a look at the universal set. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 appear in set A. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20 appear in set B. So the numbers that we have left are 3, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19. And these are the numbers that will go on the outside of the circles. Put these in. And this completes our Venn diagram. Once you've completed, always check you have all the data. We should have 20 numbers in the rectangle altogether. It's best to count just to ensure you don't miss anything out. Let's have a look at question 2. This symbol over here stands for intersect. So what this question means is find what's in the intersection of A and B, which is this area over here, the overlapping circles. These members inside this section are of set A and set B. An easy way to remember this symbol is as the word and. And the answer to this question is 2, 4, 10 and 20. Let me show you another symbol. It means union. For example, What this means is anything that is in set A or B. So it has to be an element of either sets, including the intersection. So that would be all these numbers here and all these numbers here. And an easy way to remember this symbol is by the word or. The next symbol to make a note of is the A with a little dash. And this stands for the complement of A. And what this means is anything that is not in A. The answer to this question would be all the numbers in the universal set excluding the even numbers. These symbols that we just looked at are used in GCSE questions, so it's important that you know what they mean. Please do make a note of these. Let's have a look at a GCSE question. This question is taken from a GCSE past paper. Let's complete the Venn diagram for this information. Start by looking at what's in a universal set, which is even numbers between 1 and 25. I've put these on the top here. Let's complete the intersection of A, B and C, which is this section over here. And what this means is any numbers that appear in set A, B and C. It's only the one number, which is the number 8. And we'll put that here. Now let's have a look at the intersection of A and B. So any numbers that only appear in set A and B. And we don't have any, so this will stay blank. Let's have a look at the intersection of A and C. And again, there's no numbers that appear only in set A and C, so this will also stay blank. Let's have a look at the intersection of B and C. We have one number that appears only in B and C, and that's number 20. This will go here. Now let's look at everything that's in A but not in B or C. So we've got 2, 10 and 14. 2, 10, 14. Let's do B. Everything in B, which is not in A or C, is only the number 6. And then everything that's in C, but not in A or B, is 18 and 22. On the outside of these circles, we must put any of the numbers that don't appear in set A, B or C. So let's start working with the universal set. 2, 8, 10 and 14 appear in set A. 6, 8 and 20 appear in set B. And 8, 18, 20 and 22 appear in set C. So the numbers that we have left are 4, 12, 16 and 24. And these are the numbers that need to go on the outside of these circles. And this completes our Venn diagram. It's worth 4 marks. Let's have a look at part B of this question. A number is chosen at random from the universal set. Find the probability that the number is a member of A and B. We have 12 numbers, even numbers, between 1 and 25. So we know it's going to be out of 12 because the number is chosen at random from the universal set. There's only one number that appears in set A and B, which is the 8. So it will be 1 out of 12. And you can't simplify this any further because we have a 1 here and it's in its simplest form. This question is worth 2 marks. This is another question taken from a GCSE past paper. This time we're not completing a Venn diagram. It's already completed for us and we need to use this information to work out probabilities. What this shows us is we have a universal set which tells us there are 29 students in a class. We have 2 sets, set C and set D, Set C tells us the students who own a cat, and set D tells us the students who own a dog. The intersection, which is this area over here, tells us how many students own a cat and a dog. Let's have a look at part A of the question. A student is chosen at random. Circle the probability that the student owns a cat or a dog, but not both. So you would add the 5 plus 7 for cats and dogs gives us 12. A student is chosen at random, so we need to see what's in the universal set, which is 29, so it's 12 over 29. And this question is worth 1 mark. Let's have a look at part B of the question. A student who owns a dog is chosen at random. Circle the probability that the student also owns a cat. The intersection tells us students who own a dog and also a cat. So that would be 8. And then because we're being told a student is being selected from dog owners at random, you would add the 8 plus 7, which gives us 15. So the answer is 8 over 15. And this is also worth 1 mark. Another GCSE past paper question, but a trickier one this time. You need to have a good understanding of algebra, solving equations and cross-multiplying for this question. Watch my algebra videos to support you on this. The Venn diagram shows some information about 150 students. The probability that a physics student chosen at random also studies chemistry is 5 over 12. One of the 150 students is chosen at random. Work out the probability that the student does not study either chemistry or physics. In this Venn diagram, we have two unknown values, x and y. We need to use the probability 5 over 12 to work this out because it tells us a physics student chosen at random also studies chemistry is 5 over 12. So it's the probability for the x. So 5 represents the x. X is the unknown value for physics students who also study chemistry out of the total, which is the students who only study physics and the students who study physics and also chemistry, which should be 35 plus x. We now need to cross multiply this equation. So we will multiply 5 by the 35 plus x, which will give us 35 plus x. And then we'll multiply the 12 by the x, which will be 12x equal to 5, and in brackets 35 plus x. We now need to multiply this bracket. Let's just write this out again. 5 multiplied by 35 is 175. 5 multiplied by x gives us 5x. Now solve this equation. So I'll take away 5x, take away 5x, which gives us 7x equals 175, because this cancels out. Divide by 7, divide by 7, x is equal to 25. So we have 25 students in here, and now we can work out the value of y. Altogether we have 150 students. We have values for everything apart from y. So 47 plus 25 plus 35 plus y gives us 150. So if you add these up, we get 107 plus y equals 150. So y is equal to 150 minus 107 equals to 43. So the probability that the student does not study either chemistry or physics is 43 over 150. And this question is worth 4 marks. The questions which we just looked at are from the higher papers I've got another 3 that you can have a go at. I've put the answers in the description box of the video. Good luck! Thank you for watching and please subscribe to my channel for more videos.